Hello, there's a plane flying overhead right now. Hello, it is May the 10th today, and that means it is the last day of the 100-day project, of my 100-day project. For the last 100 days since January 31st, I have been making marks in this little journal that my daughter gave me for Christmas. When I started out, my plan was to try out all of these different paint colors in the set of watercolor paint samples. There are 238 of them. I'm going to flip the camera around and show you what's in my little book here. My plan when I started out was to make random marks on each page of the book and spend about 2 days on each page. There are 56 pages in the book, so I didn't have enough to do one page per day. And actually at the beginning I found it really hard to kind of make a decision about which paints to use and which kind of random marks to make. So these first pages were actually quite planned. And then I wanted to be a little, so I actually copied some artwork that my kids did when they were young, and I think they're very sweet, but still not exactly what I was after. And then I did actually start making some random marks, but I didn't like them. I felt a lot of pressure to actually finish each page on day 2. But as I went along, I kind of relaxed that, and I went back and sort of added more to some of the pages. You'll start to see some repeating ideas like this kind of 9-patch thing and the different marks that I make. I also started exploring kind of masking some areas and having some areas show through. This is actually the backing of a gold sticker sheet, but most of them were done with other tools. Kind of finding funny little figures in the composition that shows up a few times. Lots of florals, sort of fantasy florals show up. The eggs, again, this was a masking piece, sort of de-emphasizing some areas of the composition. This one is probably the most minimal piece in the whole set. I'm definitely not a minimalist, but I really quite like that. And at first I thought that it was about celebrating the watercolor marks, but then I relaxed a bit and let it be whatever it was. And this piece actually is my favorite piece. I just really love the way this turned out. You can't tell in the finished composition, but there were several different layers that it went through. I like this one too. Another minimalist piece, interesting. This I enjoy too, again, quite minimal. This one's upside down. It's just where I saw the little guy, he was upside down. I started adding in some collage over the top. One of the things that I started to think about towards the end is, and there's a page coming up that actually asks the question, which of these marks are mine? I see a lot of beautiful kind of random watercolor marks on Instagram, and for part of this time I spent time kind of replicating some of the marks that I see other people making, but really my question to myself became, which of these marks feel like mine? And see, when I got to here, this is where I started doing, to fill up the book, I used 2 pages on each day. And here you go. Which marks are my own? I don't know where these came from. They are definitely not random. And then there's just 1 page left, so let's see what kind of marks I can make today. What am I going to pull out? And these poppy seed heads are definitely my marks. These are something that I've been drawing for years. I see them all over the place somehow. I love drawing them.